She got her own house. She got her own house. She got her own house. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. So I received clarification on some buy down information that was in the new updated workbook. So let's talk about it. So as you may or may not know, Naca did update their qualification workbook. I did a video on it, breaking it down literally side by side of the old workbook versus what was changed in the new workbook. I'll go ahead and link that video up top in case you did not get a chance to catch it. Definitely check it out. Valuable information was discussed in that video. But one of the things that I did point out in that video was that I thought that there was a typo, because on the very first page where it talks about the buy down info for the 15-year mortgage, it said that it was 1% for 0.25%. And then on another page in the workbook, it said that it was for 0.375%. And so I was so confused. I was like, why would there be two different rates for the 15-year mortgage? There must be a typo. All right, talking about buy down here. So as you can see, the old verbiage of 1% in the old workbook versus the 1.5%. And also, guys, look, here we are again. It reduces 1.5% reduces the interest rate by a quarter of a point. But as you can see here, it says it reduces it by 0.25% on the 15-year. But if you remember on page, literally like the very first page or something, it says it reduces it by 0.375. So I don't know which one is right. I don't know if Naca is even aware of this mistake. So if anyone has any clarifications, please jump down in the comments and let us know which one of these is the correct number. Is it 0.375 or is it 0.25 for the 15-year? But I did receive clarification. So what I'm going to show you now was the slide that they showed on the home buyers workshop. I do periodically attend them here and there just so I can stay up to date on what's going on with the NACA program. And so I attended a home buyers workshop recently, and this is the slide that they showed. I'm going to go ahead and flash it on the screen now, but this slide can also be found on naca.com, okay, in case you didn't know. But this is the slide. It says the 15-year wealth builder mortgage, for every 1% of the loan, it permanently reduces the interest rate by 1/4 of 1% or 0.25%. But if you look down here, it says 1.5% of the mortgage amount for a 15-year wealth builder reduces the interest rate by 0.375%. So what I discovered, or what I found out when I got clarification on that, was that that was not a typo, okay? So when you are doing a 15-year mortgage, you have the option to either buy down 1.5% at 0.375 or 1% at 0.25, okay? It just depends on how much money you have in your own personal situation. So one clarification is that the 1.5% at 0.375 will trip HOPA, HOEPA. That's some sort of federal regulatory situation. I don't really know. I'm not even going to attempt to try to explain it to you guys. Okay, so if someone, if there's like a realtor or a mortgage loan originator that watches my videos, if you can jump down in the comments and explain HOPA to us and educate us all, that would be awesome. But you will trip HOPA earlier at the 1.5% option versus the 1% option. But say that you only have enough money to buy down 2 points instead of 3, because obviously if you buy down 1.5% times 2, it'll be 3%, or if you buy 1% and 1%, that's 2. So maybe you only have enough for the 2%, versus the 3%. So you decide to go the cheaper route and just do 2 or 0.5 points off of your interest rate versus, you know, whatever 0.375 is times 2. I'll go ahead and flash the math up on the screen right now. But yeah, so that could also determine on which route that you choose. I want to specify this is only for the 15-year mortgage. If you are doing a 30-year mortgage, it is still the 1.5% for 0.25, okay? Nothing changed there. So specifically, if you are considering the 15-year mortgage, and remember, your affordability is still going to be the same whether you go after a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage, but obviously the 15-year mortgage payments are going to be double of what they would be if they were 30-year mortgage payments. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So just know that you're going to have to play around with the numbers. Yes, you will get more in the buy down, and you will also get a lower interest rate as well, okay, if you do a 15-year mortgage versus a 30-year mortgage. So you do have a few options if you are interested or considering, or if it works within your affordability to do the 15-year mortgage. As always, reach out to your own mortgage counselor with any specific buy down questions, okay? They can guide you into, you know, whether or not the 1% or the 1.5% is going to work for you. They can generate property specific letters with the different buy down rates so that you can help kind of, you know, run the numbers. But that is it, guys. I hope that this video was super helpful. If I forgot anything, I apologize, but I did want to clear up the information that I put out there on the internet a couple of weeks ago regarding there being a typo in the workbook, when it was indeed not a typo in the workbook. So I hope that this video helps educate you like it educated me. I don't know everything. I don't work for Naca, but I always seek to put out factual and truthful information. And in this case, I made a mistake. So I wanted to correct that mistake as soon as possible, guys. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video, because it takes a village. Cheers.